Hello, everyone. Give me a moment, because I have a bit of an announcement. Very, very big announcement. Okay, that is my seat. Not your seat. You can't have it. I love you. You got some big fucking eyes. Indeed, that's a great song, Draco. I've got some big news, everybody. Very big, very important news. We now have affiliate. I have already been putting together, for the last few days now, I've been putting together a good few of the things required for affiliate. Including stuff like bits and stuff, which I will be doing probably this weekend. Hopefully. Let's see if this works. There. Yeah, we're fully booked. But yes, I will be doing that during the weekend as well. At least trying to figure out some of the shit, because there's a lot. So here's what's up. I'm going to be, from now on, simple as this, I'm going to be streaming for another 30 minutes. So our streams are going to be 3 hours now, from here on out. Now, I went into the monetization options to figure out how exactly I could minimize the amount of ads that I show you guys, right? Twitch has a lot of restrictions on this. However, I have managed to get pre-roll ads away. We're not going to have to deal with those. When you click on my stream, you will see my stream. However, the only ads you will see is for every 1 hour of viewing, you will see a 3-minute ad. That is like the most I could cut it down by. And I will be ending early on those 3 hours, specifically so you guys don't get another, another 3 minutes of ads. That's why I'm streaming another 3 hours. Well, another 30 minutes from now. Specifically so you get more of me and less ad. Because usually we end a little bit early, so you won't have to deal with that third ad break. There you go. This is... I specifically looked this up online. This is like the minimum amount of ads you can actually have, because you cannot turn ads off on Twitch. If you are an affiliate, you are running ads. There's no choice. You don't have a choice. You just run ads. The ads are all 3 minutes long. Every 60 minutes, there's 3 of them. 3 minutes. So there's one ad every 60 minutes, and they're all 3 minutes long. There are also display ads, but you guys tell me if those are a bit overwhelming, and I'll get rid of them. Alright? Let's get into this now, shall we? And then over the weekend, or probably over this week, I'll actually do all the other things that an affiliate can do, like channel points. I'm very excited for it. I'll actually make a talking mascot as well. Yeah. There is a lot. Also, I have no idea what the ads will be. So, this is really funny. Twitch has this thing where they put ads on your channel that your viewers frequently like to watch. But Twitch doesn't know what my viewers like to watch, so it didn't tell me what ads I'm going to be doing. It's not what we talk about sometimes. A different person. Same league as Junko, but a different person. Alright? Yeah, fuck off, you little fuck. There's a big guy with armor over there, and I'm not for that style. He didn't buff his weapon. He just gave that little light around him is actually what? I'll tell you about this. Okay. Oh. The next person is another NPC that is somewhat similar. Although she started out as human originally. Similar to Junko, she stole the power of deities. They're both very similar in that regard, and they actually know each other. Actually, instead of talking about Kage, how about I talk about the spirit? Spirits. The spirits. Let's talk about the Spirit King and the Spirit Queen. The Spirit King and the Spirit Queen. I would like to hear all lore. You and all my fucking players. I don't got time for that. Literally, the stream would be like way long. Way long. It would be... The stream would be unbelievably irritating if that were the case. No. Okay. So... Ah, motherfucker! What is that attack? I didn't even see the blade. It's kind of like wiggled it at me. So this water is poison. No, it's not. If you're wondering what we're walking in, the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Just as horrible as you think it is. Nuclear fusion, eh? Oh! Disgusting. God damn it. At least I lost less health. Like you. Look right by him. So goddamn it. I will eradicate you all, right. Oh, wait! Hey, wait, whoa! Not the DualShock controllers! Yeah! My DualShock controllers are dying. Give me a moment. Where is that charging? Is this it? Alright, so let's talk. Actually, no, I will talk. Kage is another creature. Who at first was believed to be an interdimensional demon by the players. Instead, it was found out that she is a human who has mutated into a very strange kind of creature. Hadi is essentially a form of Ten Tails herself. Hadi is a human that has gone around and actively absorbed multiple chakra fruits into her body. Multiple chakra fruits into her body in a similar way that the Asutsuki do with their little one. She figured out how to do it and ended up becoming a creature very similar to a powerful Uchiha. Very similar. You don't have your buffs. Kind of, yeah. Except without the whole slavery thing. Because, you know, they have the whole, like, you know, slave thing. You don't have it. But she became, instead of, like, her energy, like, focusing down, her energy spread out. I got back shots on this guy all day, man. Oh! 151! Oh. He's buffing back up and down. Basically, that does extra damage before he hits the ground and causes spark. Huh. My heavy attack and my light attack do the same amount of damage to him when his buff is on and off. So my heavy attack is reduced down to my fucking... My heavy attack is reduced down to the same damage that my light attack is while his buff is off. And my light attack is 75 damage. You just gotta push a paladin a little bit. They crumple pretty nice. Now, I believe I'm supposed to be invaded by a man of spikes. But he is not here. God damn it, I can't see this little stuff. There's another soul for the collection. Actually, they can heal. They can, in fact, actually heal. Hold on, let me try it. Excuse the model's mishaps. You probably saw it last time. They can actually heal, so that's a real thing. But I've only seen them do that like a handful of times. Alright, we have a level on us. Eve? Not quite. Whatever. We will stab this guy to death right here. We'll actually use an Emperor because we've got a lot of them recently. But yeah, Hadi is that kind of person. She's a little crazy, yes, but she's also very... Hadi never got to have children of her own, because by the time she had already had a desire to have children, unlike a creature like Junko, she was already, like, beyond the ideas of sex. Right? Her form had already changed so much that she couldn't have it. Allows attunement of additional spells. I knew there was a ring. So, she frequently, basically adopts children. She will take people in. Not only that, she'll summon creatures in the same way that shinobis do. She'll summon creatures. No, that's that. She'll summon creatures and usually take them into her family and give them her last name. As a show that, like, you're part of my family. Her power spread out, right? She's not like a person. She's basically a pocket dimension in and of herself. She is like an entire dimensional space. It's a dimension that looks a lot like, imagine like hundreds of Sharingan looking back at you. Hundreds of red eyes staring at you. Oh, the shield guy lived. That's what it is. Hello? He's not in the well yet. That right there is what it was. She's a very scary creature. Originally, she was actually adverse. I suppose it does. I suppose it does. Originally, she was like adverse to the players.
Welcome.
Right? She didn't like. So Kari has made clones of her, like the best she could. She has made clones of her human, and these human versions of her, they have children. They are able to have children. She's basically using science to create human versions of herself. They have managed to have children. One of these, so basically, Kari made a deal with a woman that she would have one of these clones of Kari as her child. One of these clones, because Kari is very similar to an Uchiha in power, one of these clones was an Uchiha, part of a splinter of the Uchiha clan that hid away in the land of water during Naruto's birth. Well, not too much, no. It happens very rarely. However, because of Kari's unusual power, almost godlike power, she has a habit of involving in the lives of the mortals, as she still has a very human-esque mindset. Unlike someone like Junko that does not. Kari is very human-esque. In the end, Kari had this child. Now, this child, thanks to her nature, ended up having a very unique Sharingan. It was a Sharingan incapable of reaching Mangekyo. They could not get Mangekyo. But this child, who was a daughter, this child had a very unique ability. Their eyes, their Mangekyo, did not take any chocolate. It was constantly activated. And not only that, it did not have the normal abilities of the Mangekyo or even the Sharingan itself. While it could perceive things a lot better, it didn't have the ability to say copy jutsus. She did. The Devil Eyes. The Devil Eyes is what that new form is called. And basically, it has one ability. Anyone that looks directly into the eyes who isn't an Uchiha with either Mangekyo or the Renegon, who isn't those people. Anyone who looks into her eyes who aren't people with that. Ah, there he is. I was waiting for this guy to invade me. He drops a really nice suit of armor. As you can see, he has a theme. He's that one weird barbarian subclass. It's like, I forget what that barbarian subclass is. Wow, he blocked with a sword. Wow, that heavy is really bad. I mean, it's got a lot of damage to it. What the fuck? I got caught in the corner. Okay, let me explain this first. So, the devil-eyed child. Anyone that looks into this person's eyes, similar to the normal Sharingan, they have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 35, or the Kinjutsu, the forbidden energy within the eyes, will put a seal on their nervous system, preventing their hearts and brain from functioning. So basically, they die. And now, what is your question? Yeah, she actually ended up getting a name. So she became very infamous in this little splinter of the Uchiha clan for obvious reasons. They had to blindfold her when she was born, else everyone around her would just, die. But she got a nickname, specifically from Sasuke, who was alive at the time. Right? Was very much alive. Sasuke, of hearing about her abilities, asked Naruto if he had ever heard of anything like this before, as he had not, hoping that Naruto may have some crazy random knowledge from maybe Kurama. Fortunately, I do not have any attacks which can hit this thing. Actually, no, my heavy jump. There, I need to get it at the right angle. Unfortunately, he did not. Naruto had no idea about anything like this. Look at all those worms eating my flesh. Look at them all eating my flesh. Naruto had no idea about this at all. So, in Sasuke's description, he used the phrase deviled eyes, referring to the bright glow, the unusually bright glow her Sharingan is. Because her Sharingan isn't like a normal Sharingan, it's just a bright red. It's like Mothman, basically. It's just this bright red, solid. How the fuck did that not stop? Oh, there's two of them. I never noticed that. Heal real quick. So charge and stab. Charge and stab! So, thanks to this, the word of that, eventually Naruto did end up asking his wife herself if she knew anything about this, as he was quite curious about an Uchiha of that kind. But unfortunately, she didn't either. However, the name Devil-Eyed Child stuck as that phrase that Sasuke used about her life. I know. But I will be dead. I will be dead. And so the name Devil-Eyed Child stuck. And hence, the legend. This child grew up, as they often. Eventually, just like her mother, technical mother, her body mutated. But not as far as Kari's. This child ended up having 2 children of her own. A boy and a girl. the boy. No, by the way, no one really knows the Devil-Eyed Child's real name. She was never fully given a name, per se, as anyone who really knew what her name originally was died in the room where she first opened her eyes. About 4 days after she was born. What do you think, Draco? And what was your question? That a Hyuga? That's actually a thing. There's a so when you get Uchiha, right? When you get Uchiha, one of the options you can pick. So you have a bunch of different things for eye types, right? So you have like a stronger Susanoo potentially, and all that kind of stuff. You can pick two of them. Basically, two buffs to your Sharingan. One of the buffs is called what the players call the Hyuga gun, which is a inverted Sharingan. It's a blue Sharingan with an inverted pattern, which is what happens when a mixed breed is born. It has abilities of the Byakugan, however, it does not have the evolutionary style of either. So it can't go into Mangekyo, and it can't go into the Tetsai Yuga without certain things, without assistance, basically. It takes a lot more energy to do so. However, it has the abilities of both, except it has the cost of the Sharingan, which is a lot cheaper than the Byakugan. So it's technically a little bit more of an efficient Byakugan. There you go. I actually had one of these at one point. One of my players ended up rolling Uchiha and picking that eye. They used it quite a bit, actually. It was like her main way of perceiving the world, I guess you could say. It was her main thing. Hello, sir. He has a blow dart. Hate these little... What am I doing? Oh, I fucking hate. Potentially, although not regularly. The eyes are just a little bit too powerful for any form of deformities to really occur. These guys have like no poison resistance. Okay. It is irregular. Come on. Over here. Yeah, we kept this guy alive. You might want to move, my friend. You can guys can kill me all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. I saw the fucking thing. Okay. Now this gate is up. He is crouching down. Is what we need. Now we can walk through here. Slightly, moderately fast squat in this direction to get to this door right here. This door right here. For that campaign? What do you mean? Like, how they function? What do you mean? Ooh. Hold on, I need to... Treekin race? They actually have a... There is actually like a Treekin race. There is actually like a Treekin race itself. There's actually like a proper Treekin race in D&D, and they can't dual wield two sets of weapons, I believe. I do believe. I can't. I probably just do the same thing as Treekin. Ah, there's the Saint Spear. I probably just do the same thing, where they're able, so in their lower hands, they're able to hold light weapons specifically. So main hands can hold anything, but the lower hands can only hold light weapons. I'm probably guessing they'd make a pretty good fighter at the very least. Just an extra attack in general would be really good. Or shields. I don't think there's actually anything in the book stating that you can only gain the benefit of a shield once. Hold on, let me actually read. So I have a button now. This is the perfect time to use it. Let me actually read. Let me actually read that. I don't think there's actually anything. Where is... Yes. Oh, here we go. Let me look at a thingy here. Hold on. Unfortunately, that won't actually work. A shield is a small-sized object. The secondary arms feature only lets you use tiny objects or light weapons. Although I will just like let you use a light weapon in one hand, like a light weapon, and then 2 shields in the main arms. I don't think there's anything saying you specifically can't wield 2 shields. I've done it before myself, not barely. So sure. Over here, fella. Come on. Fucker. Quit throwing your shit at me. That's it. Come on. He does really high damage. These blobs take like 30% physical damage. Take like almost nothing. Barbarian unarmored defense, that would work, yeah. Or a fighter with heavy armor. Depending on if your stats are any good. Although I never really have a problem with my players having bad stats. Usually I just let them take standard array if they get really bad stats. A lot of them don't choose to, though. Go. Now I can get all the stuff unimpeded other than the, random blobs. Soul. Hail tongue, that's a very important item. There's a leech man. Don't worry about it. There's the weird dual hammers that no one uses. There is the pants. Why they were scattered all around, I have no idea. Yeah, but statistical anomalies exist. Like, I never personally roll my stats. I don't take those kind of risks. If the DM will let me take them after I roll, then I probably do that. Can I tell you something, Jericho? I hate stats. Hate it so much. Here we are. Finally, I am free. This is the main gate up the top. I fucking hate how stats work so much. I hate leaving such an important thing up to a roll. I hate it.
I am a knight of cat. I've managed to track down this cathedral's pit right over there.
If you're smart, you'll recognize the voice. Yeah, I hate leaving such an important thing for my players up to a series of rolls. I've always thought about making just a better standard array for them to use and just having everyone use that instead. But maybe that limits builds, because maybe some people do want to try and roll something really, really high. I don't know. There are so many things. Maybe that could also be good. There are so many things. There's like so many builds that players can do that you just can't do because your stats are just shit. It's a very limiting factor. It's a very needlessly limiting factor, especially for martial classes. For fucking... Now, I could just kill this guy, right? But I won't be doing that to trusty mages. It's just... There's so many cool builds you can do. So many things, like, cool builds you can see. Like, spellcasters, they don't need to worry about any stat but their main one. Maybe if you're, like, a warlock, you have to worry about your dexterity. But as a wizard, you don't need to give a fuck. You don't need to give a fuck. You can just kind of do what you want. For a wizard, who cares? But so long as you don't have like a negative con as a wizard, you can just have +0 and everything but your end. You're fucking fine, so long as it's higher than a +1. I've always thought DC should probably also scale with level. That's another thing. I just don't like how D&D stats are. You know? They're just... Ow. So shitty sometimes.
Hello?
Hello, hello! Hello there. Hello at all.
Oh,
Oh.
I know that voice.
I know that voice.
Just how long has it been? It's me!
Siegfried of Catherine!
I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had.
I have been had! Someone swiped my armor.
Did you happen to see it anywhere?
See it anywhere? I haven't seen it.
Not to worry.
Okay. So now he's in a well. He's hiding in a well. We have to go get that armor back. We have to go get that armor back. You follow me all the way here. hate how it works. I wish that... I wish there was a bit more, like, not consistency, but, like... For players, I feel like... having to have, like, stat priorities is just such a limiting factor in, like, potential creativity. I wish there were things that would get better as you leveled up, instead of as your stats increased, right? I suppose it's not too bad, because, like, most people take feats anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But I just feel like it's such a limiting factor for both me and players alike. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe these ideas are just wrong. But
I know.
I believe there is also... There we go. I knew it was somewhere.
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion. Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
That's certainly right. Now we gotta pull this lever again over here. Is this back up? Over here. Is this one back up? There we go. We're kind of under level, not gonna lie. Oh. Alright. There we go. So, yeah, it's pretty strange. I think I would prefer. I honestly think I would prefer feats and ability scores to be separate. I think I would prefer stuff like HP and DCs increase on their own without a connection to stats. Strange. See that door over there? Way over there. We have to get there. It's a very important place. Forget how to raise this thing a second. Very much forget. What is over there is there's a woman. There's a woman in that room over there. That door. Right above my head. There's a woman in that room over there. And She... Motherfucker, is that him right over there? He's just standing on the other side of that. Maybe if I hit him with a goddamn arrow, he'll do what I want. Yes, there's a woman over there who can respec our stats 3 times per playthrough. Sure as hell is. I'm gonna get over there and give him a piece of my mind. I might be able to just punch him in the back of the head with an arrow. Yes, there is a woman behind that door. No. 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 Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Now then. No! It is a bedroom. I wonder if I hit him in the back of the head with an arrow, will they do what I want? You don't think this game is that detailed, though, right? There's no way this game is that. There's no way. There's going to be an ad break here in a few minutes, by the way. I'm giving you a warning. Our first ever ad break. I can also just set ads whenever I go away, because I know I am forced to do that often sometimes, so not just, you guys are just staring at a fucking screen. Better do that than watch a repeating loop of a single image with a stock-free song about, I think it's literally called Don't Die. That's the song that I play, Don't Die. Yeah, all I gotta do is connect the damn credit card bank account now. I got everything else. You know, you can as a freelancer working for Twitch. They actually had me fill out a W-9 one day. Never filled out a single tax form in my life. Where's the first one? Nope. You just fucking dome him and he stands there. He just stands there. You just shoot him in the back of the head and he's just like, well, I guess that started Tuesday. Uh-huh. No. 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 I need to get into the rafters. Forget how to do that. I know there's a place. Also, I think I actually have a good amount of, yeah. No, the back door. I make one fucking character and everyone's all uppity about it. It's not even that good. Please don't. Oh, hi, you have a very large sword. You were turned around this entire time. Oh. Unpleasant. Also not at maximum damage. I'm gonna drop this fucking bow. You wanna go? Oh. His stab is faster than mine. It also goes further. How about this? Oh, you take no stagger from that. He just eats it like a goddamn sponge. Oh, god damn it. Give me a moment. One. There. I'm gonna run a 30-second ad. Oh, someone is calling either my name or my fucking phone. Sorry about the delay. Oh boy. And not an actual sex joke. It's not an accidental. Well, it kind of is an accidental sex joke. Oh, backstab, mother. Oh, what? Weird. You didn't get backstabbed. You're dead now, though. That's why you shouldn't sleep. Ever. I think there's another big sword guy somewhere around here. Oh my god. So what was the ad about, Draco? Tell me. Is it anything good? But it was something real dumb. Like fucking. Oh, you must have not been the one to get it. Huh. Is there another person? What? I watch my own goddamn ad. Oh. Watch my own goddamn ad. Literally advertise myself to myself. God damn, I am a genius. Alright, let's try and do the Deacons of the Deep. It's a pretty easy boss. He's like the first horde boss in the entire game. As you can see. God damn. Fat ones are the worst, they have so much health. The real skinny and tall ones are really annoying too. Let me try. Oh god! Oh damn, he actually had the range on that shit. Hiya! 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 Not dead. He's got a lot of health. He's very large. It picks. I would have to be very, very fucking. It would. I need like not infinite luck, but because of how ads work, it will be shown to the same person multiple times, and it's going to repeat. That's why Twitch actually suggests you watch your own streams. See that? That's the Pope. We gotta kill him. Oh shit, they double hit me with a fireball. Okay, now we hide behind one of these pillars. Probably this one. What? He goes through walls. Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god, no, you're fucking. I'm gonna backstab you. What about this wall? Really, it won't go through the wrong monument. Okay, or it will. God damn it, only the real tall ones and the fat ones make the ball. This is a different attack. What the hell's going on? Whoa! I've never seen this attack. Never seen this. I don't actually know what they're... Oh, it curses me slowly. That's what a lot of people say about this track. That's what a lot of people say about this track. I don't know why. A lot of the music in this game is very, very, very good. We'll call it calming. I need a stronger one, so I'm gonna go grind up something while you watch it. There's someone here. I know that feeling. Holy shit. I fucking know that. Oh boy. Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep often either. I've been sleeping better because the spring times come on. But hasn't been the best overall. God. I'm just happy I don't have allergies. That would be the worst. Alright, we need... Titanite shards. What else must have been? I'm trying to understand how this works so I can control it better. You know? You don't sell those, right? I'll give them. The Dream Chaser's ash, she'll just literally scold you about how horrible this ash is.
Ashen one, what woeful umbral ash is this? This barren dust, stuff of a fool, won't yield aught. Where didst thou happen upon the stuff? Tell me for the sport. Oh yes, I see. Clinging to lofty dreams in this dying world, more's the pity. It must come from one most foolish indeed. Wouldst thou not agree?
From that, she doesn't sell anything new except for these.
Ashen?
Night shards. We will be buying a good few of. And there. We got this stuff. We can buy Titanite shards now, which is very important. The exiled armor set and the sage's hat. Hey guy, how you doing?
Ashen one.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just Dark Soulsing. Just Dark Soulsing a little bit. Beat the second game. Beat the second.
That is what neat.
Reinforce. Here we go. Beautiful. Now all of our weapons have become semi-usable. Saint's Spear require, of course it does. It requires 3. Yes, we did. We hit affiliate. Flamberg actually surprisingly does more damage. Actually, no, this one does. I believe it does. Let me check. This does 277, 283. A little bit more damage. Just a little bit. Honestly, though. Let's see. Ah, okay, that's why. This thing is actually has 3 attacks. Yeah! We completed Dark Souls 2 while you were gone. We're on Dark Souls 3 now. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. We reached affiliate yesterday. We're getting our first ever, like, affiliate stream. Soul of a Demon. Huh.
Now.
PS3, boys? You did! You do. Well, that's nice to hear. This is my personal favorite armor set right here. It's a good game. I do like the Dark Souls. Should we upgrade this fully? This is an ultra great sword, so it does have like better attack
That is what neat.
DRS scaling, even though the weapon itself is a little bit worse.
Pretty like that.
+4 now, so I think we could do this. Nah, I think we're pretty good. Plus, I don't play with people online anyhow, because I literally can't. I don't have PlayStation Plus. I literally don't have PlayStation Plus at all. There we go. Can't actually, no, I remember. I was about to say, I can't actually remember where the best stamina ring is, but I remember. It's in the Ringed City. It's on the statue of Gwen, I believe. As far as I can remember. Just trying out an unusual weapon here. getting the hollow build. We're doing a hollow build. Okay. Good luck, everyone. Ad's about to start in 30 seconds. Our first ad break here. I will be sorting through my goddamn inventory while you're waiting. Don't worry, you won't miss anything. 20 seconds. Ready. Let me sort through everything here. Do you have anything that will help me? Deep. No. If I had anything, fire. Unprovoked assault on my consciousness left. Ring of Sacrifices. These actually like break. These break permanently. They're not as good. I think there's any armor. What about the fire and just does good protection against fire? Oh, yeah, it does. Yes, it does actually. Battle, so it's pretty much nothing. Sharp gem. We actually do have a sharp gem. Or on my mind. Under my mind. Ad break ends in a few moments. Me and my TV. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to like look for anything that would be good. Fire enchantments. We have a lot of enchants. We need to go look for the coals. We need to go look for the coals. Let me look up where the coals are. Okay, so there is profane coal, warmer's coal, self-portrait. Ad break is now over. Indeed. Ad break is now over. And those sound like the lyrics to a really edgy song. Guarded by a black knight. Sage is full. Baron Keep. There we go. Slash of Divine and Blessman. Area along the left-hand side. Dark Wraith. Guarded by Black Knight. Ah, okay. That's where we need to go. Okay. Alright, we got another place to go, gents. Let's go. We need to go get the other coal. We're honestly looking for the profane coal, specifically. But we'll get there. We will get there. Right now, we need to go looking for the other. Road of Sacrifice. Here we go. No. I'm remembering. Guy, Drago. I'm remembering. My brain is working. First, let's go kill this demon. A lack of sleep will do that to you. Go kill this demon first and foremost. Let's go. Here we are. Forgot to kill this guy. It's alright. How his wings lift him into the air, I will never... No! Really? I thought he was going to do the other one. Oh well, we can just try and kill him again. This build really don't come online until we get the profane hole from the profane capital. Which ain't too far away, we just have 3 bosses left. I don't want to take things slow. This is our last Souls game. I don't think that'll work. I do know what will, though. Just probably actually listening to the game, because I have it on mute right now. Thrust attacks. We do good damage there. Especially with our charged heavies. Okay. Doing good. Except for that. God damn it. I can't avoid that very easily. Yeah. Hate that shit. He does have like little tiny wings. I'm trying to actually like play the hardest kind of build I can. That's why we're doing a holy build. So you don't get that profane coal for a while. You get that profane coal in the profane capital, which is after I wanna. I know. I've seen Dragon Among Honor Amongst Thieves. I believe it's a red track. God damn it. actually, holy shit, it's like a little shotgun. I can't avoid that very well. Because of the random, like, weird spread it has. There we go. Stab him in the ass a couple of times. Usually works pretty well. Gotcha, bitch. Beat him to the punch. There we go. I don't remember that much of that movie, to be honest. I saw it when it first came out. Here it is. Stray demon. Leave anything over there? Oh, we're good. Okay, let's go use a soul to level up. Okay, what are we going with?
Welcome. Very then take.
So, we will level up.
Farewell, Ashen One, made of.
I do remember that. I know that. I know. Right about that. Attune spells. Okay, now that that demon is dead, we can go and get the other coal. At least I think we can. I believe so. I believe we can. Is there anything stopping us except for putting out that last fire? Two last fires. I even get this one over here. I did, yes, I did know about that. He's actually in the, I wouldn't call that one of the most dangerous dungeons of all time, but he's actually in the 5e campaign that I have. He's maybe one of the primary antagonists of the campaign. All that did not kill him. Depending on the player's choices, of course. $53. Yeah, yes. He's a challenge rating 53, but then again, the campaign goes to level like 50 something itself, so it really don't matter. It's a long campaign. David ain't playing that. David didn't like the idea of playing. No, he didn't. He got this. Hey fella, remember me? God damn it, this is such a free fucking attack. Huh? He turned me around. Hate that jumping attack so much, it's so free. I've done that a good few times. I could probably do my standing stab on him. Oh, the guy behind him actually has just enough range to get through. Feels like I'm constantly being cheated out of my opponents. Doesn't break his gun. Ditch my nose with bad news. Titanite shard. Oh yeah, what's that? I can't believe that's an ultra heavy knockdown. Yeah, that's an ultra. I'm pretty sure if I just hit him with it once, he's gonna die. See, he don't have a whole lot of health. He has just enough to survive. Yeah, my players don't give a fuck about roleplay. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, sure. Like, some of them used to. Not anymore. Yeah, I remember that time you straight up cried, David. I remember that time. Not anymore, they don't really care. Wow, there it is. I have to snuff the flame out. That was a good fight. Not gonna lie though, David. That was a really good fight. Where the fuck the left? How you doing? Doing pretty good myself. My ass hurts, I tell you what. David, will you be joining us on Sundays from now on, now that you're not being slowly driven insane by a cat? You can even have your cat in the house now. Yay! What the fuck is this last tower? we really have been missing you. I know you haven't been able to play for a while because you're either busy or just lazy. But we have missed you quite a fucking bit. We've been hoping to see you again. I mean, we have an entire fucking raid to do with you. You're about to get raided, remember? On the farm. Let me tell you about his grenades. So, I run a rule in my games, which makes grenades a little bit strong. Usually they're pretty expensive or hard to get in either way, so... He always throws grenades at the greatest of times, one could say. Let me tell you. Every time this man throws anything, a grenade, a weapon, a fucking arrow, it somehow always hits one of his teammates. Like, consistently as well. I mean, he hits himself with it, or someone he knows. Damn it, that's such a free attack! Where's the last fucking tower? It's actually so consistent that he's just completely and utterly stopped. Just like completely stopped throwing grenades. Out of fear that it might happen again. It's pretty funny. Let me tell you the best one. He was in a maze, right? He was in a maze with a fucking werewolf behind him, and a werewolf and a little witch behind him. And he had torn up his shirt. It was a mimic maze, by the way. I think I threw like 4 mimics at him. You really are. You know what though? I fucking love it. Fucking love it. This man will just wipe his entire party accidentally. And it's amazing. I fucking... But like, he was over here in this like fucking big ass maze. It was a mimic dungeon. I threw like 5 mimics at him. One that was a chest, one that was another chest. He fell for both of them for some reason. One that was a chest, one that was a second chest, one that was a binder, like a book binder on the ground. That's all 3 towers. Alright, in that case. He didn't fall... No, he didn't fall for the binder one, but he did fall for a good few of the other ones. And then goes in here, right? And he's like, alright. There is a beholder in front of me. I'm gonna light a Molotov with my shirt and throw it at it. Servant. Servant of... So he throws this Molotov at this thing. And keep in mind, it's much better than you think it is, Rick. Because grenades are pretty powerful. But you need to roll a 10 or better. Not roll, but get a 10 or better on a d20 to hit something with a grenade, right? Because you only have to get something near it. He rolls it. I think he has a +7, +6. He has a really high plus. He rolls this. He gets a fucking 9. I roll random direction on the scatter chart. And this man actually hits his fucking teammate behind him with a Molotov. It just slipped out of his hand as he was reeling it back. And from that moment forward, he was like, nope. The time he flashed his teammates with the, he did it again, right? There was the Slice of Life campaign where he had a a flashbang, and he threw it, and it actually ended up flashing his only teammate and blinding him. You did! You actually did. You had to do most of the work, unfortunately, because, you know, fuck ass couldn't see anything. Are you feeling better now that you don't have a million cats at your door? Scales. Great magic weapon. Hello, sir. Please put your weapon down and your hands up. You are being approached by the king of humanity. I have a constant headache. Couldn't see anything on the screen. I don't have a constant headache. Well, that's probably pretty good. Ooh. Wow, I hit him with the chakra. He usually doesn't have too many party members either. Usually when he's like alone, he has like one person. I mean, he likes Umi. You like Umi, right? You like Umi, right, David? You're a fan of Umi. Umi's fun. No, you don't like Umi? Why not? You literally helped him regain the ability to speak. Oh, damn it, you were faster than I am with that. Oh, no, okay. Not a stagger. Thought I was staggering with it and blocking. There's the coal beam, by the way, out there. The femboy can't hurt me. Well, I guess the femboy can't hurt you. The scrap metal femboy cannot hurt you. Neither of them can, actually. But I tell you what, once Umi gets his dick back, he's gonna be dicking a lot, let me tell you. Oh boy. Now that his body is no longer going to be made out of scrap metal, but instead synthetic material. Now that he can speak his frustrations against you. God damn it, I can't stagger that asshole. I'm just gonna have to do it this the easy way. I also could just go around him and grab it, but I'm pretty sure he drops an item. Chandelier of dynamite. Chandelier of dynamite. There it is. Here's part of the map you can see through. Cell swords, twin blades. What? That bitch took that shit half of his health to the fucking face and he's not dead. But now... he's dead. But, David, you refuse to become a cyborg. You refuse to become a cyborg because you're afraid of lack of human rights for some reason. Full metal. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. Alright, now that we have that coal, we can do more things. We also have new weapons. Let's go to the shrine! The Firelink Shrine with the Saint's Ring!
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak thy very well. Then take nourishment.
Touch the darkness. I want to touch.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
I don't understand.
Tis one. Oh, my. This coal is from the Undead Legion, used to forge the weapons of Farron's Abyss Watchers. A fine prize. I'm honored to be endued with it. Now I'll be equipped to infuse special gem, praise the gods, eh? Time to put this brawn to use.
So now he can infuse our weapon with heavy gems, sharp gems, refined gems, raw gems, crystals, crystal gem, fire gems, blessed gems, deep gems, and poison gems. That would actually increase our damage by quite a bit. This is a dex weapon to begin. A sharp gem would do pretty well. Unholy. My stamina's fine.
Pretty, I don't...
My stamina's fine. It's not DS2, bro. It's fine. I'm kind of under level. It's a really weird sword I'm trying out. It has really, really good scaling for its heavy attacks. Did he kidnap her yet? No. Maybe I need to buy one of her miracles.
Oh, do you...
All of these are so expensive, though.
Have a pleasant journey, champion. I pray.
We're doing an undead build. We're doing an undead hollow gem build, but we don't have access to hollow gems yet, so now we just gotta suffer. We just gotta suffer, David. You know what, David? Just for that, I will use my wrath as a VTuber with affiliate indiscriminately against you. Yeah, take that. You like that, huh? You like that? Yeah. Yeah. You like that? Take it. I can now punish you guys with annoyance. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Never mind that. Neither of you got the ad. I have a button which says run minimum ad, which is just runs a 30-second ad in front of a random person. And I got it again. I was the random person on my other monitor. He just throw his shit at me. Oh god, his breath is awful. Take my full size. You too. Wow, he's not dead. He's not dead. Oh! Cracked eye. Dark gauntlets and cracked eye over me. Sometimes I don't know what I say. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know what I say. Oh, the children, they yearn for the mines. The children, they yearn for the mines. Wish I could use that axe. Not gonna lie, as a kid, David, you probably, as a kid, yearned for the mines. Like, not gonna lie, David. God. Oh.
Ah, just what neat.
Okay. Sharp.
Project like that.
And what do we got? Much better, actually. Holy shit. Oh my god. The way you started that sentence made it sound like you were talking like David there for a second. I'm about to commit the most heinous crime. I swear I have heard David say that on multiple occasions. I'm about to commit the most heinous crime. What the fuck? You were driving a busted ass Jeep? What the hell? Don't you have like an actual vehicle? I know you actually have like a somewhat nice vehicle. Why are you driving a busted ass Jeep? Ooh, 400. 600 on stabs. bugs. They don't just drive Jeeps in California, they have other cars. Like, I don't know, but they probably. Oh, same moveset, I see. Oh, yeah! Oh, he blocked it at the last second. I really like slinging this cold iron. I have a shit bug. I have a shit box, David. I got the ship. Well, it's not a shit box. It's actually really well taken. Oh, take it. Cracked eye orb. Those are used for invading other players. Dark mask. Very nice. I'm gonna try and do the Abyss Watchers. Probably not gonna succeed, but you can backstab these guys. Maybe. Maybe. Bishop bugs. Water pumps. I see. My secret technique. Door invincibility. I'll not be harmed so long as I am in a door, opening a door. Here they are, the undead Abyss Watchers. It looks like he's from Yarnum. Let him fight it out, I probably. I'll do what damage I can to this guy off rip. There's the second one. Gonna start running in a circle. This music is also awesome, by the way. Wakey, wakey, which one is it again? I forget. Number 3. There he is, he's right there. I just stepped over him. There we go, that's number 3 right there. Number 3 is our friend. You the fake one? Yes. No! I could have gotten good damage there. Oh, actually, I can stagger them with my charge. What? Number 3, you traitor! To unfuck my current life situations. No. You alright, Dave? You okay? Money a problem? Is money the problem? There we go. Gold pine. Let's go. Oh, there goes a quarter of his health. They're trying to get you out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, we don't have rent control. So... Please tell me you... Yeah! It's done. Is it? This music is cool. And tell them to be a bit consistent. Fuck them. If they want to get rid of you, you don't need to be at all respecting. Yeah, we can do that. There. How was that a backstab? You'll never fucking know. This boss is like the test of metal, basically. If you're going to beat the game, if you have any possibility of beating this game, you have to beat this boss. Now, he can follow that up with a stab, but I assumed he would not. It's a beautiful boss. Gotta work him in the corner. That shit always. Yeah, no, selling is the best thing to do there. Damn, we got 2 whole levels. And that is the Abyss Watchers.
Welcome. Very then take no.
How much does dexterity actually do? That's actually quite a bit. So
Ashen One.
You can get like probably half price. Honestly, selling it is probably the best thing you could do, and then just get somewhere real cheap like he did. Oh, maybe even in the same apartment complex.
Yet to give in, eh? Good. The firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding charm? At the foot of Lothric Castle, it was used. If you can make better. I don't need. They are sworn by wolf's blood to contain joy. Gate in Eve. Gate Eve.
We are. The Abyss Watchers.
You oft the Lords of Cinder, the Undead Legion. So that's how they're delivered to their thrones. I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
Alright, that is how we deliver the lords to their thrones. We put their corpses on them. Let's go. We have an item to get on. A very important item. Fortunately, no. So, here is a mechanic that should have appeared in previous Souls games, but didn't. See how that skeleton has glowing eyes? When we kill him, he reforms. Now his eyes aren't glowing. If we kill him again, he's dead for good. If you have a blessed weapon, they won't be able to get back. But we don't. So they will. Here's a big one. Oh, I got plans for you, fella. I'll go with you. Oh. Nearing the end of stream here. David, okay, he's fine. It's just where he's not living in a very good state right now. It's not like he's poor or anything. It's just he's not living in a very good state right now, and he needs to live. He needs to get out of where he lives because the people in that trailer park are actively breaking the law. and he just needs to get out of there and live somewhere better. Good news is, at the very least, night shard. So, we don't have rent control where me and David live, but we do have a form of rent control. Rent can be as high as a person wants it. However, they can only raise it by a certain amount yearly. Well, they've raised it past that amount by almost double that, even when considering inflation. Although no one gives a shit, because in a lot of cases like this, if you talk out, you just get evicted. The reason they do this is so they can get new tenants in. They want families, specifically. Families that really need a place to live. So obviously they can extort them. That's not gonna fix it. In a lot of these cases, it's almost impossible to prove this. His roommate found this out a couple of weeks ago. But you need full, like, documentation of all of the payments you have ever made. It's obviously very difficult. Not enough money for a lawyer. There it is. Pyromancy. Yeah. They can raise the price as much as they want, but they can only raise it by a certain amount yearly. And his roommate did talk to me about it. Apparently, they actually did break the law. But, like, who's gonna stop them? No one. No one's gonna stop these people. Too much for a lawyer. If you're living there already, you can't afford a lawyer. Oh, very nice. Sharp gem, great. Place the one we used. This is the same kind of thing people did before rent control was a thing back in, like, the 1930s. Same exact process. Indeed. Indeed. Fortunately, I still got another 20 plus years before I get anything that can really help you, David. But I swear, as soon as I fully inherit my land and territory, you're the first man that'll know about any of it. Whatever you're paying at the time, I'll slash it in half. Got a lot of houses people gotta live in. Twinkling Titan. Yeah, $700 is a lot of money. You want to know how much money? Ad break in 2 minutes, by the way. I will be streaming a little bit longer. Want to know how much money that is? That's a lot. Pink. Yeah. It's a bit much. Not gonna lie. I'd rather stay with my parents as well. Although, to be fair, I already do. Ad break ends in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Do anything in game anyways. I can also prolong. No ad for me. It's so strange. No one is getting these ads. How particularly odd. Maybe I have to sign up for the full monetization program. Then why would these things be like notifying me that these ads are going off if there's no fucking ads? Don't get it. What? It's annoying. I bet it would be, especially with 2 fucking jobs. Probably pay a fuckload on gas money too. We'll play a game just for Dave. I know a good game. He's not dead. No, he is. You tell me. Now, most people would probably just tell you something like, you're not working 56 hours a month? No wonder you can't pay the bills. But I say, fuck that, get the fuck out of there. If you have to work that long just to make it by, then fuck that. Do the cheaper option. It may be a little bit worse, but goddamn, it'll give you a start. Oh, there's that. By the way, that ball comes back. You can probably see why. It'll be back, hold on. That's right, that ball is alive. It's made of a bunch of skeletons. The person causing this is the damn skeleton with the hat. That guy. There. He's the one controlling all of this. You can tell because he has a hat. Why he would run himself over willingly, I have no idea. But you can tell he has a hat. That's also why he runs away. So when that ball hits the wall, it explodes. Drops the bone shards. When do I think the dumb shit will end? I'll tell you, Draco. Most VTubers don't like to put their political opinion out there, but I've never cared. The dumb shit will end when we take a noose to everyone up in the government. And that's when the dumb shit. And we say, this is how it's gonna be now, or every single one of you motherfuckers is gonna die. We don't care about parties no more. I really hate this fucking shit. That is when the dumb shit will end. I have a feeling that's going to be sooner rather than later. I have hope. Things are better than they were. There it is. Indeed. It is an unfortunate fact of life that good change only comes in the worst of times. See how that guy's invisible when he rolls? Huh. He can't set off that trap. Huh. He can't set off that trap. Okay. It is. There won't be a recession. At least not one will ever get. Really? Damn. Alright. $40 yeah, probably. Probably. It's time we take things into our own hands. Fuck the peaceful method. Peace? Let me put it to you like this. Good men come from bad times. Alright? Good men make good times. Good times make bad men. Bad men make bad times. Bad times make good men. Things have to be done. So much falling damage for no reason. All it takes is one person, right person, and the right things to argue about. It can be done. I feel like people will get tired of being divided eventually anyways. Before, when I was younger, people always said, no, don't say that kind of stuff. You know what we should do? Kill all of our politicians. But nowadays, you know what people are saying? Yeah, you're probably right. We should do that. I just wanted to clarify. I was saying it before it was cool. That is the weapon art for its blade. You can actually get that. I was saying it before it was cool. It's not dead, right? No, he is. Run, run, run. I am the world's first ever genetically engineered crocodile man. Yep. Where you going, huh? Great, okay. Fair enough. As you can see, they kind of pull themselves along. It's a very cool effect. Well, doing good. The rats. There they go. Oh, hate these rats. I hate humans. Why? Now we're gonna get invaded. Out there is the bone zone. Alright? That's the bone zone. Out there is where they eat your face. Like, actually, they'll eat your face. Diseased giant rodent. are. Go up here. Ah. Here he is. I want to go down here. Wait for the ball. What the fuck? I was just killed by a fucking crab. Where the fuck did that crab come from? Where did he come from? Where the fuck? Was he... What? Okay, I guess there's a crab in this ball. What the fuck? Not a fan of any of that. Chivalry's dead, manhood doesn't exist, and beards are dirty. Okay, well, there is a crab inside this giant ball. There's a reason in many Asian countries you're not going to be able to get employed if you have a beard. There's a whole scandal in Japan about it. Yeah, there's a crab in this ball. Strange. There's a dark gem in there, though. That's nice. Yes, well, in countries that aren't America, many people do not. And many countries don't have the same leisurely employment laws than America does. So, leisurely? Yeah, they are kind of leisurely. But yeah, in other countries you can straight up be discriminated against for having a beard. Big thing in Japan. Big thing in Japan. If you have a beard in Japan, you're probably not getting employed. It's not something that often happens. A whole scandal about that. Besides, they're disgusting. Their hair on your face. It's all in your food. Ugh. To be fair though, I think one of my models does actually have a beard. I couldn't tell you which one. Yeah. There is a certain point to be saying that. They are made to assist in surviving in colder climates, and as well as to protect the face from physical harm. But yes, they naturally grow on your face. There we are. Now, I will say, there is actually another dungeon we are going to go in. It is the Grave Warden's Ashes. I knew it was somewhere around. I'm tired of having sets of 3 projectiles shot at me. I have enough poise to ignore that. Or, what it really is... There we go. Kukuri. For some reason they're throwing knives in this. Never considered a kukuri as a possible throwing implement. Not once. Not at all. I more hide my face not out of shame, but more out of necessity. People on the internet are fucking crazy, alright? People on the internet are crazy. And I would much rather people not know my name, face, or anything like that out of my own personal protections. It is unpleasant. Plus, I don't trust it. And like this, I can talk about a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know, my family's farm, if I wanted to. Without, like, the need to worry about anyone or anything. Being anonymous is something we really don't get on the internet nowadays. Ugh. Blob creatures. Damn it! I thought it was gonna fall after I picked the item up. That's what they usually do, not before. Oh god, it caused all of them to fall. Well, actually, I do a fair bit of damage to these things, right? Yeah. Pirates. Yep, 200. Nice. Beautiful damage. Beautiful damage. That's actually... That's odd. He took 75... 175 from that? It's not because he's in the water. That guy was in the water too, and he still died. 2 shots. There we go. Alrighty then. Beautiful indeed. There's another one. There we are. Come on. There we are. I believe this rat will follow me through here, which is good. Yes, it... Ooh, clip me with his phantom. Alright. We'll run it back. For some reason, there's supposed to be an invader in here again, so I'm dying there might have been a good thing. There's supposed to be an invader which drops a key item in that room. That's why I keep running in there so he will invade me. But he never fucking does. He's not there for some reason. Yep. One, I don't think they drop anything the second time. Ooh, unfortunate situation. rats created an L shape preventing me from getting out of there. Crap, yeah, they don't drop anything the second time. I get invaded now? Nope, nothing. Alright. Well, I suppose that is correct. I suppose that is correct, yes. Anything can be thrown with enough force. It just seems strange to me that Kukurdi are very large. They're really big knives. I own one. They're very, very large knives. 3 hits. He is stunned for a while, though. That's actually like a trait with skeletons in Souls games. Oh. Shard. We're going to be going into the next area, because there's a very important thing we have to do. So, through here. Right here. So there's this guy. Who doesn't take any stagger. Huh. And defies the laws of objects. He clipped through the ceiling. Yeah, my plan was there to nail him down with a stagger and hit him a second time with my running heavy, but he doesn't take any, even for my fully charged thrust. I'm wondering if he'll get a bit of damage on him from my charge attack. Maybe. Oh, no, I'm actually very surprised that he took nothing there. No stagger, not at all. That is true. Normally they do have resistance to piercing damage. Actually, in 3rd edition, I think they were immune to piercing damage, which I always found quite funny. Oh, yeah, this room. Yeah, this room. So, once you cross a certain threshold... Fuck, where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. You might want to make it across the bridge quick, by the way, because they will follow. There we go. Oh, nasty fucks. Nasty stuff. Oh, yeah. Let's not deal with that. He sounds like he wants to deal with us, though. Yeah, although... Not gonna lie, the alternative ain't no better. Not at all. So if we go in here... I actually think there's an important item around here somewhere. That's a jar with explosives in it. There it is. Oh, these don't actually... there's no item in this room. I thought I saw it for a second, but no. Must be going a little crazy. Alrighty then. Touch the magical goblet. It begins doing this. Weird, huh? Well, it gets worse. There's an item in this boss fight that you actually have to run to get a hold of. I might have to. Might just have to. See that item right there? Yeah, that's a one-time thing. You gotta get this during this boss fight. If you don't, well, you can probably guess what we need to hit to kill him. He takes no damage otherwise. You need to break these bracelets. I wanted to remember what that did. I think I'm actually safe to his left and right for that. I didn't want to test it out, but I remembered you can't quite outrun it. It's alright though, we can always just go back into the boss fight again. I am struggling to remember how to get there once you cut down the bridge, though. I think you actually just go up and around. Pretty sure there's a way up and around. I would normally end the stream now, but I'll go for a little bit longer until we beat this guy, because I have unfortunately had a lot of technical difficulties, and I've missed a good few hours. Yeah, right here you go up and around. And around. And I believe that's it. I think you can just kill this guy. 373 is not too bad for this stage of the game. By the way, your souls will never be in his arena. They'll always be kind of off to the right. That's his skull. Okay, that's our unfortunate RNG. See how he just climbed a little bit? He does that frequently. Bracelet right there is always the hardest to get. If he gets all the way up back here, you're fucked. Can't avoid it. His bracelets will eventually break. That will spawn spoons. You can't actually hit those guys. There we go. That will cause him to fall back down. He will summon his holy weapon. Is that sword? We can actually get that. That's a great sword. Here we are. Another one down. It's not a hard boss fight. It's just a very interesting thing. See what I mean by if he gets up here, you're fucked? I didn't just kill him. By the way, he slides down into the abyss now. This is terrifying. There we are. What will I title it? The betterment of any country. Or for the betterment of any country. For the betterment of any country. Now we will inch through. Well, first we'll level up, and then. Printing press. That'll take fucking forever. You know how slow those fucking things are?
Welcome, may the flame. Well, speak. Very, then take.
1, 2, 2 levels. Honestly, more hit points isn't bad, but maybe more stamina would be good.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
I believe that's enough. Not quite. Ah, there it is.
I just dropped in to see how she's getting now. What are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool of doddering couldn't be better. She must fit in perfectly here. This could...
Now, we won't kill him quite yet. But the fact that he is here is good.
very then take. Farewell, Ashen One.
Alrighty then. I think we're good. Yep. You check everything. We are good. Level 60, not too bad. Level 60, sorry. Level 50, not too bad. Okay. Fuck it. You know, we'll do Deacons of the Deep real quick. We'll do a quick run of Deacons of the Deep. I know, don't worry. We'll probably get through it tomorrow. There's a certain amount of times you need to like rest at the bonfire and get back up and walk over. But he will just eventually like kidnap her and then claim that I'm doing something horrible to her. I'm not, I'm just opening her eyes to the truth, that's all. Just literally showing her what her gift is. She can sense darkness despite her being a blind firekeeper, which is an incredibly rare talent. That's a fucking gift right there. Firekeepers normally can't do that. She's the only person in the entire game series who's a blind woman who can sense the dark in the same way that she can. Normally, if they're blind like that, they can't do that. They can only sense the energy of the fire. That's why they're fire keepers, because they feed the dark energy inside of them to the fire. There's a lot of theories on why all fire keepers have to be blind women. I prefer the one that states the Vertive Pygmy was the goddess of sin in lore. So her descendants are the ones that are able to control that better. And the ones who were cursed with the flame are canonically the Knights of the Ringed City. They were the first cursed undead, so it would make sense that most of them were probably males, so males are more attuned to, like, the flame, the fire, the burning stuff. Takes 2 shots. Let me just kill the poker. These guys, I think they worship the deep specifically. The deep is the abyss, or something very similar. There's specific. Oh shit! Shit again. I wonder if I strafe it. Does it have enough tracking to track me? No, it doesn't. It's a little bit too slow. There we go. Yeah, all their life forces were connected, not sure why. There we go, and we got small doll, which we do need.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Anri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home.
His true home.
The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich's appearance.
I like that. Man of few words he is, a few words he needs. Mostly just grunting he may do, but he can be understood if you listen.
Well, then take.
We will do.
Farewell, Ashen One. May
Alright. Competence we have. Alright, I think that is leave it for today. I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for coming, and that video explained. I know, we will. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.